Waheguru Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ki Fateh. I'd like to thank Anthony Bourdain and CNN for doing a report on the Punjab there and the Sikhs who live there. I would also like to encourage Anthony and CNN to do a follow-up report on what really goes on there in the Punjab and the corruption and the atrocities that are committed by the Punjab police and the government there in the Punjab. I was living there in Punjab for about 2 years. Now you can see here, these are some pictures that I collected. Now this is some of the report that Anthony did. He calls it Parts Unknown. You can see him there with some Sikhs. And the Langar there at the Harmandir Sahib, the Sikhs call it, or the Golden Temple as Westerners know about it. And this shows one side of Punjab, which is very spiritual, and you can see here I also was living there at the Golden Temple. This was the room I had there at the Bar Sahib, as we call it. There's also another side of this Punjab which needs to change, and I think CNN would really do well to report about these atrocities that are committed by the Punjab police. Ever since 1984, the Sikhs have been persecuted after Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India, attacked the Sikhs' holiest shrine there, this Golden Temple, viciously attacked it with tanks and the army, and killed thousands of Sikhs. This needs to be known by Westerners. Ever since then, the Punjab police have been trying to eradicate Sikhs in the Punjab. They arrest the sons, the fathers of innocent Sikhs, take them away, and many are found beheaded, hanged, and the families never hear from them again. And there's never any kind of atonement or legal process for finding out who did these atrocities. So I experienced a little bit of this when I was arrested on false charges by the Punjab police in 2008. I was sent to Amritsar's central jail there and spent several weeks there. This is a picture of the front of the jail there. What I experienced was that everything had to be bought. You had to bribe the jailers to get food. This was in the Rambagh jail there in Amritsar when I first arrived. And the whole legal process was completely corrupt. I asked the judge at one time, I said, "Judge, give me a trial." But Punjab police are completely in control of the entire process. Here I am standing in front of the district courts there in Amritsar. Every few weeks I would go to a hearing and nothing would happen. There's no legal process like we have here in the United States. CNN would really do well to report on this. I think this is a very good story. There are a lot of Punjabis who live here, Sikhs who live here in the United States now, hundreds of thousands. I think almost 1 million live here in the United States and then in Canada too. UK, there are a lot of Sikhs. So I think that by reporting on these injustices, CNN would do a lot of good and also make Americans aware of this whole process. You can see here the dilapidated court system. This is where all of the attorneys have their little offices. They call them advocates there. It's under the British system. They hang their little signs out there. You can see here, this was my attorney here, over here. and they had a little cubicle there. The attorneys really can't do much with these advocates because, like I said, the police control everything. They control they have the judges under their thumbs. They bring false witnesses against you. They do whatever they have to in order to win their case. So naturally, as having experience with the system here in the United States, I saw there was no due process there and no way to really get a fair trial. So the advocates, they have hundreds of cases, and there's really not much they can do. This was around the Golden Temple complex there. So eventually, I got so frustrated with this entire system that I decided to just leave India. I was put under what I call country arrest there, and they took my passport away, so I couldn't leave the country. But what I decided to do was just go to the other side of the border there near Nepal, go to Nepal, across the Sonali border, it was called. So I had a problem, though, because I didn't have an exit visa from India. So eventually what happened was I had to bribe the Indian immigration officials there and also the Nepal officials to get exit and entrance visas to Nepal. And fortunately, I was able to get back to the United States, flying from Kathmandu there directly back to Washington, D.C. So I was lucky, because I was an American citizen. I was able to escape. But these Sikhs and these persecuted Punjabis who are still there in India don't have that benefit to be able just to escape. Here again, you can see the border there. It says Indian border ends, and this is where I escaped across. This is my passport that I eventually, a new passport that I got there, and I was able to, like I said, to bribe these Indian officials who are corrupt by them telling that I had lost my passport or something, and that I should be entered in Nepal. This is for the sake of the Nepalese immigration officers, who then gave me an immigration visa, an entrance visa into Nepal. It's really appalling that you have to do this type of thing, and I feel it was a necessary evil that I had to do this. So these are newspaper articles that tell all about how I was arrested there and false charges, and this was in the New Mexico newspapers where I was living at the time before I left India and then when I returned. Then I wrote a book called Confessions of an American Sikh, which I encourage you to read. If you'd like a free copy, anybody, I'll send you one as a PDF. Just write me and I'll put my email address below at the bottom of this video. And it exposes these atrocities that the Punjabi police commit against innocent people there in the Punjab. It's also available on Amazon, only 99 cents on the Kindle version there. So again, I'd like to encourage CNN to do a follow-up report on what really goes on there in the Punjab and interview Sikhs, Punjabis who are living here in the United States. I think that would be a really good addition to any follow-up. And then find out what's really going on there. We need to stop these atrocities, and we need to give freedoms to the Punjabis and help them so that they can fight this corrupt government there in India. Thank you for your time. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.